Hello, can you guys hear me?
A little bit.
Better?
Mic check.
Tuki tuki,
Hello.
cacao.
Sup?
Alright guys, welcome to the DGL breakthrough playoffs between SRS and Ventus.pro. And I'm joined by Saint D, Insanity, and Muma.
Hello.
Everyone's here.
Megacast.
Dude, do you reckon we might break the curse? The sub 20-minute curse. Yes.
Yeah, every game we've casted today has been sub 20 minutes, so we're hoping for some really good ones. We're actually blazing through the picks and bans. Doombringer, Ancient Apparition banned by SRS, and Lycan and Razor banned by Ventus.pro. So they don't want Lycan on the Radiant side, but AA ban is a bit interesting coming out of SRS. Do you think they know something that we don't?
I think it might play into something they've got planned out.
Okay.
Radiant team pick.
And now they pick up Viper almost immediately.
Tide and
But-
Void are still
but-
in, man.
Tide and Void are still in the pool. Okay.
And Skyrath.
So, Tide, Void, Skyrath, Shadow Shaman, all four of those really prime heroes are still in the pool for Ventus.pro. They can pick up two of them. Do you think they go for them, or do we see some new strategy coming out of them?
10
see,
seconds remaining.
I think they'll probably go for two of them.
5
At the very
seconds
least
remaining.
one. I think those heroes specifically
Reserve
are too
time.
good to pass up, and if we go into the ban phase without at the very least one of them getting picked out, you know for a fact, at the very least, two more are gonna get banned out.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to get. Oh, okay. So they get Mirana.
Radiant
Do
team
we see them get this thing as well now?
Bane or
Is it
Shadow
maybe
Demon?
another Miranda Bane? Ooh, Miranda Shadow Demon, that could work out.
Yeah,
Miranda Shadow Demon is also really good against Viper as well.
Yeah, I'm specifically thinking the Shadow Demon for the Viper pickup.
Yeah, because the disruptions, one of the few things, the Shadow Demon Poison, if you proc it and then put your disruption on the Viper, it's one of the few things that you don't proc the damage feedback from the poison,
10
the corrosive
seconds
skin.
remaining.
So I like that very much. But we're gonna see if they're gonna vote for it. It's
5
interesting that they
seconds
ignore
remaining.
Void, Tide, Skyrath, and Shadow Shaman. That's a bit weird to me.
Reserve time.
We could even see Mirana Shadow Shaman. It's not unheard of.
Mirana Shadow Shaman, that could work. That could work. Disruptor, okay. This is kind of old school. I haven't seen Disruptor in a pro game in quite a while. Quite a minute.
It is quite old school. It's actually going back before 6.81b.
Yeah. This is some 6.8 draws. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think the plan is to get a disruption to have a disruption lead into a glimpse lead into an arrow? Do you think they have the coordination to
10
pull that off?
seconds remaining.
That is a
No,
tall
I don't
order,
think that's the
man.
plan at all.
5 seconds
That's a
remaining.
Hey, man.
tall order, man.
Hey man, think about it. Okay, think about it. If they can use that to their advantage and they get, say, the first blood with a combo like that, a couple of kills, can you just imagine how much morale that will break on the side of SRS? Because you will be afraid to even move. If you see an arrow, you'll be like, do I move or not? Because no matter where I go, they kind of, it really makes the game difficult. But in any event, SRS, they get the Skyrath mage. Okay, so the world makes sense again.
It relatively makes sense. But nonetheless, Disruptor is still a pretty cool pickup. I just think when you look at the laning phase, he's not the most effective unless paired
Radiant
with
team
with
ban.
another strong roaming support.
Yeah.
Dire team
A solo
ban.
disruptor is not really the best. But we don't know. Mirana could be a support as well. And Mirana's quite good at roaming.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Okay, wait, this is weird. Ember Spirit being banned, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why you would really ban Ember Spirit versus a Viper. Viper generally beats out the Ember Spirit,
10 seconds
but the
remaining.
Treant Protector being banned out. So, do they think that
5
SRS are maybe
seconds
going to pick up a
remaining.
Weaver? I mean, Tree Viper is pretty good, but normally you want to have a Weaver or a Faceless
Reserve
Void,
Or a
time.
Slaughter.
or even an Anti-Mage, or even a Slaughter, yeah. Slog even as well is quite good with Treant Protector,
Yeah.
so...
Okay, see,
Or,
I look at the Ember ban and I'm thinking they're not thinking about they're not thinking about the fact that Viper is kind of a counter in the specific lane, because the thing is, if you
Radiant
send
team
Ember
ban.
Spirit in the safe lane, not up against the Viper, then possibly he might get enough momentum to essentially into the late game make Viper a non-entity.
That
Yeah,
is
I was
true.
also about to say that Ember offers a lot of flexibility. I mean, and when you've got a Murano who can play almost any role already, yeah, it's something like Ember who can go mid or who can go a hard carry in safe lane, you know. He offers a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to make. I think SRS are trying to streamline their draft in their favor, because when you ban an Invoker as well, okay, you know Invoker's going mid, right? But like you said, Invoker can also go safe lane, and having Invoker kind of makes it difficult to predict where you're going.
Yeah.
And
Dire
they
team
ban
pick.
the Void. When was the last time you saw Void only bang last ban second phase? That's interesting.
It's surprising to say the least, because you pick up a Void, especially now that we've seen him rise to popularity in terms of the off lane. You see him get picked up a lot more because of the flexibility.
Yeah,
More
you
interesting
can-
for me is a Weaver. I mean, when you've got a
10
Skyrat, the
seconds
Skyrat
remaining.
hurts Weaver so badly. I mean, he's got that silence. He's got
5 seconds
so many
remaining.
tools against Weaver. I don't know. That's an interesting pickup for me.
Yeah, that is.
It's a very
Actually, them
risky
picking up the Weaver leads me to believe that Ventus might actually be wanting to run an aggressive tri lane to try and make sure that SRS has to keep dealing with the aggro, try and give the Weaver some space to farm. Because like you said, Weaver versus Skyrath is just he's just food. He pops his face out and then he's dead. Okay, so actually it might be a farming
Radiant
Viper
team pick.
with a Brewmaster going mid now.
Okay, so we have a Brewmaster right now, right?
Yeah.
It's in general it's a good pickup, but it's a worrying pickup when you're going up against a lineup that has a disruptor, because coming into the team fights you have to be the one taking initiative. Otherwise you're never gonna get your split off in time, or at the very least you're never
10
gonna get your
seconds
split
remaining.
off to the point where it's gonna be effective in a team fight.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, he's gonna have to either get the split immediately as he blinks in, or he's gonna have to do it after the static storm's already on the ground, because the amount of time it's gonna take to do a blink, clap, and split. I mean, any disruptor with assault can just static storm you and then you're useless and you're standing there like, well, what do I do now? This kind of sucks. Now with them picking up a Brewmaster, actually, do we think that Ventus.pro are going to pick up a really high damage potential support? Are they going to get a Lina or maybe even get themselves a Nyx Assassin to try and deal with that Brewmaster?
Who actually is still in the pool that works very well with? I wouldn't be surprised if we were to see even considering the way their lineup is gearing up. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Wraith King being picked up.
Wraith King also pretty good. Wraith King very good against Brewmaster. Not I wanna see Enigma.
Actually, Sand King also might be picked up, yeah.
A Sand King.
Shadow Fiend.
Dire
Oh,
team pick.
Shadow Fiend. Okay.
You know what I'm
So
liking
much
about
damage
both these
potential.
teams, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking that both of them have so much flexibility to me. I mean, these guys can move pretty much anybody anywhere. Viper, Skyrath, Brewmaster can all mid. Mirana, Weaver, and Shadow Fiend can all mid, you know?
Yeah.
Both these teams, you actually don't know where they're going to go with these lineups.
The
Yeah, no,
only thing we
it's-
know for sure right now is this
10
disruptor
seconds
support.
remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Skyrath
That's
possibly support.
5 seconds
Hey, man.
remaining.
Skyrath mid, hard farming, Viper, offlane, Brewmaster. Game is easy.
Hey, man.
Reserve time.
No, Skyrath mid is a thing. It's a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a silly thing. That hero, I'm hoping gets hit by a nerf train very hard very soon.
Jeez, man, tone down the hate.
What does Skyrath ever do to you, man?
I remember when I saw him in the first game of TI, and I was like, you know, I've been saying this for I don't know how long, but that thing is stupid. I don't know why it wasn't getting played. Now all of a sudden it's getting played in every second game.
Oh, we get Wraith King on the other
Like,
side.
okay.
Radiant team ban.
So now SRS are the ones who get the
Okay,
ranking.
now we've
I
got
think
a pretty potent. We've got a very potent roaming duo now.
yeah, Skyrath made
Dire
King very
team
important
ban.
in duel. As well, that's an aggro try with an obscene amount of kill potential from SRS.
Yeah. Oh,
Also
yeah.
extremely tanky. Jeez.
Extremely tanky. Viper never ever dies. Skyrat just jukes you around until and he can slow you up with the
10
concussive shot.
seconds
And it's
remaining.
Wraith King, I mean.
And
Even
Brewmaster
Brewmaster
himself as well.
stupidly tank.
They're
Hold
all
on, hold
very
on.
tanky.
Wait. Is this level 1 Roshan?
Reserve
Huh.
time.
Nah.
They
Nah.
could
They-
try it.
If they pick up a Venomancer or a Nature's Prophet right now,
Or even if they pick up those two heroes, it
Yeah, it has to be anything that's got a creep of
Radiant
sorts to
team
protect
pick.
them, I'd reckon.
this could be a bit cheeky. And if you ban Clockwork, right?
yeah.
Because Clockwork is really good against level 1 Roost strats. Because he can scout shot with the rockets and they ban the AA as well, so... if not a level 1 Roche, a very early Roshan, I think, from SRS.
No, they
This
have
is...
pretty good Roche potential.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
as soon as you got Wraith King, you've always got pretty
10
good
seconds remaining.
Roche potential. I mean, all he does is stand there and gives you lifesteal aura, so there's a
5
lot of heroes
seconds
that can Roche
remaining.
early with him.
Okay, quick question. Shadow Fiend is probably going mid,
Reserve
right?
time.
Yes.
If that is the case, he needs to be very worried about how he plays the game.
Yeah, at any given
Dire
moment,
team pick.
people can come in, they can pick him off. And if he goes mid, then SRS will probably send the Viper mid.
Yeah.
And Viper generally beats Shadow Fiend. So we'll see how that plays out. But I very much like the Centaur War Runner pickup right now from
So
Ventus.pro.
much disengaged now.
They have more disengaged, and actually the combo with Moonlight Shadow into a Stampede is just ridiculous. I mean, they're gonna pretty much every fight we should see
10
Ventus.pro
seconds
being the main
remaining.
initiators of those fights.
Yeah.
They get slug. I'm
Radiant
disappointed.
Hey man, I'm sensing action. I don't know what you're disappointed about. Do you
Yeah, man.
not see the
Level 1
potential
Roche.
for action? Okay, fair enough. It's not gonna be a level 1 Roche.
Action, but I wanted to see a level 1 Roche. One good thing I like about the slog, one problem about the slog pickup is that
Yeah.
if he doesn't, they're gonna have to make sure that they kill the disruptor or avoid him getting the static storm onto the
Prepare for
slog.
battle.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
he's kind of a useless hero. But
Yeah,
in any event,
I'm not overly convinced with that Slark pickup. I mean, they have so many things. I mean, Kitty lands an arrow on Slark, he's pretty much dead. Centaur War Runner's got so much damage, burst damage, he can kill Slark actually pretty easy. I don't know if I'm too convinced with that pickup.
Yeah, and the big thing
We're going for a
is
gang talk.
the big thing is they need to get that Slark a lot of momentum, because Slark is one of those heroes. If he doesn't get momentum into the mid game, into the late game, he falls off very quickly.
very, 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 very quickly. But in any event, let's just run through the lineup in case, like, you know, first blood or maybe level 1 Roche, guys. Come on, you can do it.
30
On the
seconds.
side of SRS, we have Zealots playing the Slog. Slim's going to be playing the support Wraith King. Notion going to be playing the support Scarlet Page. Probably going to be roaming around with Slims as well. Pixel Pusher, Solo Mid, Viper. And on the offlane, Mekrim playing at Panda, the Brewmaster.
And over for Ventus.pro over on the Radiant, we've got Zeke playing up the Disruptor. We've got Flaming Sheep playing up the support Mirana. Over on the mid lane, we've got Kronos on the Shadow Fiend.
The battle begins.
Grime is on the Centaur War Runner, and sitting up on the safe lane, we've got Night Wraith on the Weaver.
Now, the problem is, right, with this game, what I'm wondering, that with the mid lane, the Kronos versus Pixel Pusher is going to lose. This is a reality you must accept.
He's gonna lose this. I think the only thing he really has to fall back on is that he's a Shadow Fiend sitting on the Radiant, so there's always flash farming potential.
Aurora Fly is going to miss out Pixel Pusher, but they might actually spot out Notion here and Slim. Notion's actually Zeke, who he actually did it. Plus and Arcane Ball. Now they're gonna try and melt him down before Pixel Pusher. First blast gonna come out. Thunder Strike on Pixel Pusher. He might actually die from this. One more loss that should be able to bring him down. He dies, yes. So a counter kill, but the Kronos, he's just survived. Slim doesn't have enough mana for another 8-5 blast. Otherwise, I think Kronos would have died too. So Viper gets the first blood, but now there's space created in the mid lane, so Kronos can farm. So was that like a next level strat to buy time?
I don't know, man. In terms of gold, he's still got something. But to be fair, Kronos got the better level, I guess.
Yeah, man. The thing is, Shadow Shaman Shadow Fiend needs levels more than anything else.
Yeah.
Like he'll get the farm from the level. So, hey man, tier 4 next level strat. Feed early, buy space.
Seems legit.
Seems very legit. Seems like Night Wraith is already on a good start with his Weaver. Looking at the CS board.
Reaver's doing quite well, but it is an aggressive challenge being run by Ventus with Disruptor, Mirana, and the Centaur. So Zealot cannot get anywhere near this lane. So he's actually going to need some support. He's not going to get much farm out of this. Night Wraith getting most of the farm. Obviously, he's gonna beat Mekrim. It's going to be very difficult for Mekrim to come close to do anything. Because there's a Kuchi, there's Gemnate attack. He's going to take a lot of damage before he even gets close.
Yeah, you see, I think this is where he should start thinking of leveling his Drunken Brawler rather than his Clap. Just to try and stay in this lane longer.
Just to survive. Like Tupac said, man, just try to survive. Need some changes.
Quoting Tupac, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, and we have a
People's
DC.
gonna out. So Zealot disconnected right now. In this lane, he's gonna have a really tough time because if he gets anywhere near Grime, then there's a stomp, there's gonna be an arrow, kinetic field, and then he's just gonna die. So he has to play this very carefully, but as a result, he's not getting as much farm as he'd like out of this lane. He'll still get the levels, nevertheless. But in the mid game, he's gonna need money. He's gonna need a lot of money to contest the Weaver and the Shadow Fiend, who are both farming pretty well.
Okay, looking at the way the game's already going 2 minutes in, I would say SRS needs to get a lot done because, as it stands, a passive game is gonna be in Ventus's favor. I mean, you've got Weaver who's already exploding on the farm, and we've got Shadow Fiend who's for some reason getting better CS than the Viper. And then you've got the Centaur Warrunner who's gonna get a blink in no time if his CS carries on the way that it is. And with those tools, they're gonna explode into the mid game on much better footing than SRS.
Yeah, that is true. I think the only reason why Cronus is actually winning this lane, Pixel Pusher, he went the Nether Toxin Corrosive Skin build. To beat Shadow Fiend, you just go
You need
poison
the
attack. Yeah, you go max poison attack and you just zone him out. He can never actually get close enough to get his last hits.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure about that build, but I think we need to keep a very close eye on this top lane. Like you said, if they explode into the mid game, they get a couple of more pickoffs. It's really okay. Now Notion gets glimpsed back into a stop. Then you're gonna be a good Thunder Strike as well. Double Edge actually gets a kill. And this guy made you know we have a pass. We're letting on to Zeke. A couple of right clicks from Slims. They're gonna be able to breath on Zeke. Arrow to Fly hits on to Slims, but not gonna be enough. So 2-for-1 exchange on the top lane. And SRS, they're like, well,
SRS
thanks.
are happy with that.
Thanks for the farm, bro.
They'll definitely be happy with that.
I'm not exactly sure why that they actually chose to double edge onto the Scarlet Mage, because that's what actually ensured that Grab died. I think he might have survived without that, and then the rest of his team could have destroyed it, but hey, that happened.
And Disruptor at TI4 only been
9
picked
times.
9 times.
Out of
That's
the total matches, that is a very small amount.
that is a very small amount. There was over at the very least, if I'm not mistaken, in the first weekend there was like 120 games.
Yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of games played at TR4. But in any event, Meshkrim actually he did decide to go. He leveled up his Drunken Haze, and he's went 3 points into the Thunderclap. So, and he's doing not terribly. I mean, he has more last hits than Zealot, but it's still not good.
That's all good and well. But the worry with that is what happens when Grime gets his blink before he does.
Yeah, Grime's definitely gonna have the blink before he does, and they're gonna choose to get something else now. And Pixel Pusher, he started to catch up now. We see actually Kronos, he got himself to try to get a root, but he missed it actually. So you're gonna have to start bottle crane to get some farm back. And actually, he's choosing not to. He still has 1 charge on him. That's true. And Arrow Flies are gonna land. Actually, Arrow Pixel Pusher. Full 5 second stun. They're taking a lot of damage right now. A couple of stuns, a couple of razors is gonna be enough to kill him. Actually, no. Now Pixel Pusher can actually turn around. And then now Kronos is gonna be a dead man. 1 more arcade ball. Now Flaming Leap actually also a chopper of falling. If there was a poison attack from Pixel Pusher, I think they could have gotten that kill as well. Oh, but there was a leap, so. That's kind of
That's
a
Skyrath.
problem. Skyrath mage, man. That rotation just in time. He just happened to be around the mid lane. Alright, Tuppy pause again. So I was actually very lucky he was around there at the time. But Pixel Pusher, you see that level 3 corrosive skin. The raises from Shadowfiend did like nothing, so he was just chilling, saying, well, I guess you can hit me if you really want to, but you're gonna die if you do. And he paid the price, the ultimate price.
Yeah, man. I think it's great foresight coming out from Notion to know that once he's at the very least got a few levels, he must move around the map, because the thing is, Viper, as tanky as he is, he still doesn't necessarily have an escape mechanism. So he's still pretty open to being ganked. So either you rotate there, make sure that he's still getting at least some farm, or you're getting kills in your tri lane, which kind of already happened at this point. So it's great. It's great awareness coming out from Notion to know when to move around the map.
I think the main thing was that as soon as he saw the Miranda move out, he's like, okay, Flaming is off, he's probably going mid. And then he immediately rotated himself mid. Anticipating the gank on Pixel Pusher and being there just in time. That was really good play from him. But what's really concerning now for Ventus is that Pixel Pusher, he has his level 6, he has Viper Strike. So the next time that Kronos wants to try and fight him, he just can't at all. It's not possible.
Yep. No, it's down to what I mentioned earlier. SRS need to get some things done, and for the most part, down to Ventus's efforts to get things done, SRS actually have been getting the better half of the exchanges.
What's really concerning though is that although Pixel Pusher he's got one kill, 1 assist, sitting on 19 last hits. Look at the farm right now, Nitri, sitting on 27 last hits. He's already got the Ring of Health, he's got Boots, got a full Ring of Basilius, probably going to pick up his Ring of Akira very soon. And Medcrim is getting nothing, 12 for 2.
If they don't see the problem is if Medcrim doesn't get his blink before the Centaur gets his blink, before let's say Nightwraith is already on his way to his Lincoln Sphere, it's going to be problematic, because their key path of initiation kind of rests on the Brewmaster in terms of team fights.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of impetus on the Brewmaster to actually make things happen on the map. So what's going to be problematic is that right now Medcrim is only sitting on 400 gold, doesn't have enough money to buy Boots yet, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Graham has 600 gold. So Boots, he'll probably have his Blink Dagger at about the 11-12 minute mark.
Yeah.
So, and that's going to be a long ways off before Medcrim has his.
And
It's going to be really problematic.
And see, the thing is, even without the blink, Centaur Warrunner is kind of a nightmare to deal with, just because of the stampede. Because it's essentially a global presence for him.
Yeah. Question, mechanics question, right?
Yeah.
You're a Slock. You get glimpsed, right?
Yep.
During the glimpse duration, you pop off your Dark Pact. What happens?
I've never seen that interaction actually. I've seen a few glimpse interactions with the Brewmaster split, but never the Slock. I think we're gonna have to see that.
Yeah, I really want to see if it actually. You never know. Like, I don't know. I've never seen how it happens. So, I want to see it. Another question that we actually have to have about this game, right? Once the game starts going a bit later, and if they don't shut down Nitrates right now, he's probably going to try to cause trouble to buy space so that Kronos can farm in the mid lane, right?
Yeah.
Once that starts happening, does SRS have enough right-click damage? Once BKB start being, because Nitrate's going to be building his Lincoln Sphere, and Kronos is going to have his BKB not long from now. He's a flash farmer, so he'll have the money. Do they have enough right-click damage to melt through that?
First things first. The Slock is underfarmed, regardless of the kills he may have gotten. He's underfarmed.
Yeah.
That's already the first problem. The next problem is the Brewmaster is not a right-click hero per se.
No.
Viper fares well enough in the mid game, but he's not inherently a late game powerhouse as opposed to Shadow Fiend, as opposed to the Centaur, as opposed to the Weaver. So going into the late game, the right click is all on Ventus. There's no way that they can go toe to toe on even ground.
Yeah,
Guys,
so
just to answer your question, Glimpse is not taken away by Dark Pact. Thunderstrike,
Is it
Glimpse,
not?
and
Okay.
Static Storm are not affected by Dark Pact.
that's cool. That's hype. So basically, Disruptor anti slog.
So
in terms of
okay, so they picked the Slug into a lineup that has the one hero that
That
actually
disables
doesn't
Slug.
care about your Dark Pack. Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
interesting.
Right, so now we're back into the game. Unpause what feels like an eternity. And now, Micro, he's doing what he can, but he right now doesn't have mana. He's going to be forced to use a lot of his bottle just to try to survive in this lane. Still only has level 1 Drunken Brawler, so not that much evasion. Only about 10% at level 1.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a problem. He's still relatively tanky. I mean, actually taking a lot of damage, but it's never going to be enough. Arrow coming out. Is it going to hit on Micro? Oh, just barely missed. Had that hit, that could have been another kill. Flaming Sheep going to be feeling terrible about himself, but he can at least buy boots right now. Unless he's saving up for something else.
going back to
Boots,
Slug
yeah.
argument, the list is actually quite long of spells that actually aren't negated. That
So Slims, he gets Slims back, just hold that thought. We have a Stomp and a Thunderstrike going on to Slim. Double Edge as well, going to get the kill. Zealot actually jumps forward, gets a pass on to Graham. Viper Strike, rotation from Pixel Pusher. Going to try to bring down Graham right now. A couple of poison attacks. There's no stun to bring down Zeke as well, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Wraith King traded for the Centaur War Runner. So rotations from Pixel Pusher and from Notion. Getting the kills, man. Getting them kills.
Yeah, they realize that they have to get a lot done. Like,
Yeah.
But was that worth it, considering that they swapped their mid to TP top, while Ventus.pro's mid just carried on farming?
Considering it was the mid who actually got the kill, I think it's worth it. Because he accelerated some of his own farm, he's got more experience. He's finished off the treads now. We'll see if he's going to be building into the standard mech build that we normally see from Vipers these days. But yeah, I think it's worth it. And to shut down Graham, because now Graham is going to have... Delaying his Blink Dagger, I think is going to be really important for SRS in this game. They need to make sure that if... Because it's a reality that Mikram's going to get his Blink Dagger after Graham, right? So they at least want to try and say, okay, if we were only 1 minute or 30 seconds behind instead of 2 or 3 minutes, that's kind of a win for us. It's fine. We can deal with that.
I'm surprised that Night Wraith is being left all alone. I'm not entirely sure they realize the gravity of the situation.
It's a problem. It's really a problem. It's going to have power trades like now. And then, this is only 8 minutes in. Where is he on the network chart? He's not the highest on the chart, but he's second, sitting
looks
just
like he's got
behind
a smoke.
Graham. Smoke engagement. They're actually going to come in. They catch on Flaming Sheep. We have an HCL and a Verify Plus going on. Concussive Plus. One more right click from the Raking. Or just a burn damage, actually, enough. So, Marana mid.
Moran is falling far behind on levels, or starting to fall behind on the levels. But she is doing a good job of stacking all the camps. If you notice, all the camps have been stacked.
All the camps are stacked, ready for the Shadow Fiend to come in and farm them up. Or maybe even the Weaver can farm them up with the Swarm and everything. So, I don't think it's really that big a deal if she dies. If the Morana dies, it's like, well,
Yeah.
you rotated 2 heroes, you spent an entire smoke and you only got it as a support. It's not really a high priority kill. Ooh, now they actually HSO being on to Nitrate, and he's caught by the beautiful clap coming up from Mekrim. And one hit. Drunken Brawler crit of the damage doing that work.
And that's exactly what I was talking about, the way a Skyra demolishes a Weaver. I mean, you silence and nothing that Weaver can do there.
Ooh, stop dodge by Zealot on the top. Actually, he got hit by it, but stop went off before that. But yeah, like you said,
Dire's top
with the
tower
Sky,
is under
once the
attack.
HSL comes out, Weaver is pointless. Like, a silenced Weaver is a useless Weaver, just does nothing. And he was caught, like, just under the Sensual. Oh, but in the mid lane, actually, Shadow Feed. He gets a kill onto Slivs, but he gets brought down by Pixel Pusher.
You know,
Radiant's bottom
SRS
tower is
are
under
doing
attack.
exactly what they need to do to make sure that they've got enough momentum going into the mid game, because if they left the game passive, then it would heavily favor Ventus. I mean, they've already gotten a kill now onto Night Wraith on the Weaver, which is the kind of kills they need to be securing.
Yeah, they need kills like that.
Are they actually doing enough though? I mean, XP wise, yes, they 2000 XP, but gold, they're still more or less even. It's actually a little bit in Ventus's favor.
Yeah, the thing is, Ventus's
Are they
lineup.
actually doing that?
Yeah, the thing is, Ventus's lineup actually favors. Ooh, looks like we missed the kill.
Oh, bottom lane, yeah.
Yep.
So
Exact same
Night
thing.
Wraith
It
got
was a
caught,
repeat of the
exact
last
same
kill.
spot,
Yeah.
yeah.
And looks
They
like
need to come down now sent toward
like
that. And on the top lane, actually getting work with. And now Slims, he gets glimpsed back into a kinetic field, another stomp's ready, and we're gonna have a double leg very soon. So just a couple of right clicks, trying to bring down Grab in the meantime, but no, not gonna be enough. So they kill him, and now they actually want to try get this tier 1 tower. At least get some major damage onto it.
yeah, Ventus
So
is.
when Kronos might die from this, couple of raises, and then he's gonna try and fight his way out of this. But Poison Attack's just doing way too much damage. He's way too slowed up. Pixel Pusher getting the kill. And very soon he'll have his mech. Actually, he's only 400 gold away, or 360 actually.
You see, every kill that Viper gets is a big win because the dynamic of Shadow Fiend is he's a hero that has to snowball or he just completely falls off. He's not a hero that is very good at coming back. He needs that snowball, you know, that continuous momentum.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend is kind of like when it comes to mid heroes, in the same vein as Tinker, where it's all about economy. The game's all about constantly making sure that you never die, keep your advantage, keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like you said, you just fall off, you become useless, and then you're like, well, I'm not really doing much. And now actually we're having game on top. Grab gets hit up with the Wraithfall balcony, dodges it with the stun, and then now we're gonna see him come back. Oh yeah, he has his Blink Dagger already, so make him far behind 800 gold until he gets his. Actually went phase boost first before getting that.
Looks
Interesting
like
though.
we got a smoke.
Smoke, Flaming Sheep, he's gonna try and launch an arrow. We actually know Grime actually does his jump down. He gets hit with the kinetic field. But then now Zealot eats a full arrow inside a static storm. So he's probably gonna die as soon as he's revealed again. One more hit gonna bring him down. A double kill because the Red King also died as well. Notion, he's in the trees. Stampede being popped off. They really want this kill. Now there's the glimpse ready. Glimpse is prepared. And there's gonna be a stomp out of this. Stomp, double. Oh, actually missed the flare. Gets a kill on Grab. Then now Metcalf, he comes back. Ancient Seal going on to Ventus. So he's gonna be running back. We have a Giant here going on to him. Pixel Pusher actually getting a kill on Kronos again. They cannot have that happening. We have Arcane Bolts. He's gonna hit on Zentuk. On Zeke, he gets hit. Arrow, is it gonna hit anyone? No. So now they're just gonna run themselves away. And then now Zeke, he knows that Notion is very low on health. He's searching for it. And there's no mana for a static storm. Thunder Strike gonna be enough to bring him down. But he's gonna pay for this with his life. Necrom coming on the back line. He's no stun though. No mana for a TP either. One more right click should be able to bring him down. Killing spree for Necrom, so it's kind of worth it.
And just like that.
Chaos around the map. And on the back line, actually, Flaming Sheep, he's already used the Grab. He jumped links forward, try to get a kill on Pixel Pusher, but he might actually put himself in the wrong neighborhood. We're gonna have a couple of poison strikes. Viper Strike cooling down in 4 seconds, but there's no mana to use it. But then I don't even think they need it. Rainfire Blast gonna be coming out again. Couple of poison attacks, one more Pixel Pusher, mega kill streak. And then now they're gonna try to get this tier 1 tower themselves now.
Goodness.
Dire's middle tower
Chaos
is under
around the
attack.
map, man.
Man, I'm sweating.
Yeah,
Papa
this
Marley.
is action, bro, non-stop.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This
Can't
is
catch
some
a
real
minute
action
to
right there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
So the
top
first tier 1 tower of the
has
game
fallen.
is gonna fall. Going the way of SRS. Some random slackers getting the kill.
if
And
they keep going on like this, then I don't even think Ventus will get to that late game that their lineup kind of thrives in.
yeah, I mean,
Looks like we've got an invis and a smoke.
are they gonna try to go from kinetic field? It catches on Notion though. Yeah, he's definitely there. One raise, couple of right click, but Mr. Flay doing a lot of damage onto Kronos, but not gonna be enough. I think one more hero would have been enough to actually get a kill on Kronos, because he's not very strong right now. Sure, he has 31 souls, but 4 deaths, that's not life for a Shadow Fiend.
Indeed. Looks like Mirana's prepping up for an arrow.
Is she gonna land it this time? Let's see. Come on, I believe. Moon Knight Shadow is ready though, so if they can spot one of the heroes in any off-given position, they can probably bring him down. Now, Pixel Pusher, he's rotated himself, but something interesting to note about this game. Remember in the earlier stages, it was Ventus dominating the net worth boards.
Yep.
Now it's SRS. The 2 top heroes is the Panda and the Viper sitting atop the net worth. Gold now, 500 gold in their favor. And now it's Ventus who has to play cash up.
Yeah, see, the thing is, in that respect, yes, Ventus has to play catch up, but SRS needs to make sure that they keep the.
Oh,
momentum.
Nitrate gets hit with the ancient seal. They're gonna find him when he comes out the other side of the tree. They drop a sentry ward, so but they can't see him. Lots of mass rotation coming on the bottom. Stampede being popped off. They're jumping in. We have a double agenda stomp going onto the sky with mage. They bring him down. Roshan's dead already, so it's not one kill already. Pusher, he's gonna be the next to fall here, taking a lot of damage from the tower. Quite probable mistake. And now Mekram, he has a blink dagger, so he just blink himself away. Hasn't done so yet. Yeah, he blinks out. So
That's a very costly engagement.
Very, very costly. They jumped in on Nitrate, but they didn't have the immediate detection to find him, and they paid the price for it.
Yeah, I think it's also the silence came a split second after he
Too
had
late.
popped his Sukuchi, you know?
Yeah.
So they caught him once he was inverted.
I think they should have, SRS should have immediately backed off when they know it's going to take how much time to kill. Kronos is dead in the mid lane. Parts are going to come out. He gets past by Yuji and tries to keep himself out. Not enough damage.
Whoa.
Very nicely done. Kronos waited out the stun and he got
he
himself
waited
out.
out the red 5 blast.
Very well played from him. And now Ventus is going to get themselves a tier 1 tower bottom, and SRS cannot defend this. He's going to pop a cliff. Mekram, he's got level 6. He looks flat. Is he going to go ultimate? No, he gets caught in the static storm. Mr. Flame going on to grab, doing a lot of damage. Is he going to die for this? He's going to try to beat down Mekram before he does. No, doesn't manage to do so. Viper strike going on to Zeke. And they actually put a sentry ward there. They have vision onto Nitrate. He's going to die. Poison attack going on to him. Triple kill for Pixel Pusher. Very 3-for-1 engagement here in the bottom lane, and they defend by some miracle the tier 1 tower bottom, not even in the range.
Dire's middle tower is
Just
under
out of interest,
attack.
could you see, did Brewmaster not have enough mana to split there, or what happened? Because he ran on Static Storm, and I didn't see if he didn't have enough mana, but he had the time to split and it just never came.
Dire's middle tower
I'm not entirely sure actually what happened
He
there.
may have run out of
I think
mana.
he just got nervous.
Yeah. Oh, actually, arrow landing onto Zealot. They might actually be able to bring him down. One more right click. One more right click. I said one more right click. There we go. This one is life though.
I thought the creeps were going to get that last hit there. I was just waiting for them.
Well, the support Mirana getting a kill onto Zealot, I guess it's worth it.
And they traded towers at the same time.
And they the tower. So it's even, but I think it's kind of a win for Ventus because SRS, they lost their Swag, who is, for all respective purposes, they're a hard farmer.
Yeah.
And all they got was the support Mirana, so I guess that's fine. Now Grime's going to be farming up these stack camps. Jeez.
One, one, one.
Oh,
Building in, he's already got the Hood of Defiance, so very soon he should have the Pipe of
pipe,
Endurance. That's going to be a problem.
This game is going back and forth, and the thing is, if you look over at the lineups, these good engagements, if Ventus gets off a good team fight and wins it means more to them than it does for SRS because the thing is, their lineup in the late game obviously is better, is stronger than SRS's
Radiant's
lineup.
middle
So
tower is under
yeah,
attack.
they have a little bit more room for error than SRS does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they-
going back to what I was saying earlier. Are they doing enough to make sure
Yeah.
that they take it?
The thing is, they need to keep the pressure on. They cannot rest on their laurels.
Question, have we seen a Moonlight Shadow in this game?
Yes.
Oh, Arrow Fly Forward, is it going to get anything? No, but Viper Strike, we want to go now. And then now, Mr. Play as well, he's definitely dead. One more last to bring him down. Pistol Pusher getting the kill, not a Moonlight Shadow being popped up. Stampede going forward, we're probably going to have to stun. Not being popped yet. Static Storm, not doing nearly enough damage. Slow, he jumped the board, but he has it, he already used Recondition. He pops it off now, he's going to come back to life. Do a lot of damage. We have a buyback coming back from the Shadow Shaman. Do what they could. And they do a lot of damage, not enough. Pistol Pusher just doing way too much. The Zealot's going to get one Palace, going to be able to bring down Kronos, not enough yet. Pixel Push on the backline, gets stunned up by Grab, but they actually managed to bring down the Kronos with that dive back from the Shadow Fiend. Zealot getting a double kill, he jumps onto the Mirana. And then now Right Race, man fighting with Ocean. He gets hit with one poison attack, not going to be enough. With a Blink Clap going on to Zeke, is it going to be enough damage? I guess we are one more likely going to be able to bring him down. And then now Grime, he jumps forward as well. Get a double A onto Pixel Pusher, but then Mech, he's just so damn tanky. Mech, 4 seconds of cooldown. Now Mekram, he just blinks himself back, and now they can actually Mech up, go back in on this and get some kills, but many kills in the middle lane fighting on
Interesting
this
to
side.
notice there, Brewmaster actually saved Nitrate in that fight.
Yeah.
Nitrate was silenced in the Weaver and Brewmaster went and tornadoed him until
Cyclone
the
him.
silence relation was up.
So a bit of a misplay there. I think they could have gotten a lot more out of that if that didn't happen. Without the Weaver surviving, Grime was definitely dead. So Hashtag misplays, but does it really matter? Because that's a definite win for SRS. He killed Shadowfiend twice, a dieback from him. Grime almost died, and they lost. So it was a 4-4-2, I guess.
And they forced the buyback on Disruptor. Or didn't force it, but Disruptor did also buy back.
Disruptor also bought back, so a lot of economy lost right now for Ventus, and that because the Disruptor is the mech carrier, so that delays the mech as well.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna have that anytime soon. Anytime soon.
Yeah, Disruptor's actually gone now to farming creeps in the bush just to try and catch up on a little bit of that farm.
He has to, man. You do what you need to do. You might even see him start to sell crack in the streets, trying to get that money back.
Yep, but nonetheless, the point remains. SRS needs to keep this up.
Yeah, they need to keep fighting these guys. They need to actually start bringing down towers very soon because Shadowfiend loses a lot when he loses
Dire's
territory.
top tower
He becomes
is
easy to
under
get.
attack.
Doesn't have a natural escape mechanism. Hasn't built into his BKB. He's almost there, about 600 gold away, and he hasn't built a Shadow Blade. But they get the tier 1 tower bottom. Nightwave's gonna pick it up. Okay, destroyed by
Dire's
Radiant. But
top
Nightwave
tower
already has
has
his Lincoln
fallen.
Sphere and 1100 gold. What do you guys think? Are we gonna
Radiant's
see him
middle
go
tower is under attack.
Maelstrom, or is he gonna get a Desolator in this game?
He'll probably go Desolator.
I think he's going to have to go
Arrow?
Desert for this team.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go Desolator.
Yeah, I also think that's essential. But he might think that he needs farm as well. Okay,
He might
Grime
actually go
sitting on the high
MKB
ground.
as the first item.
MKB. Okay, Moonlight
Dire's
Shadow.
bottom tower is under attack.
Grime waiting.
Radiant's middle tower
Biding
is
his time. He's
under
gonna blink forward. He pops up this time. Gets a hit on the villain. But he gets stand up immediately. Taking a lot of damage from the Mystic Flare. And then now Zeke, he's fighting up into the Necro. Necro almost doing that. Blue Monster Split goes out. And then now the Prince the tower. Stampede being popped off. Now Grime running away, trying to avoid the damage. And then now Slip, he's taking way too much damage. Night Wraith gets hit up by the Cyclone Cube. And then now Kronos, he's gonna actually manage to bring down the Viper. He's gonna take a lot of damage from the creeps themselves. Grime, he's taking himself back home. Zealot, is he gonna try and get the kill? No, Nitro on the backline. He actually gets a kill. Thunder strike on him. So now Necron, he's gonna have to try to run himself away. He gets glimpsed all the way back, right next to Kronos, but now Kronos sitting on very low. They're gonna probably try to bring him down now. He's chasing. He's trying to find a kill before he gets killed. Hits up by the sword, so it's not gonna be a blink available. He actually manages to get a kill right now on the Disruptor. He's looking for the Shadow Fiend. He gets a kill. Oh, he gets killed. Double kill for Nightwave. A full 5-man team web.
Why? And they only
Fighting
lost
under the
two.
tier 1 tower.
And they only lost
And
two.
the supports. They lost their supports even worse. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
is really
You
bad.
couldn't actually ask for a fight to go better than the way that ended up.
That was the perfect fight for them. The BKB coming just in time for Kronos.
Dire's middle tower
And
is under
I
attack.
think SRS were accustomed to killing him very easily.
Yeah.
So now they're attacking him, they were like, wait, what's happening? We can't actually kill this guy. So
I also noticed that they're literally running around, but
Not hitting
confused about how he had that BKB in hand.
yeah, they were like, wait, when did he get this money? I thought we were shutting him down. So Arrow, is it gonna hit on Slim? Slims get hit up by Arrow, but they're not gonna do anything about it. They're just gonna let him fight out.
The nice thing about that team fight though is that the way they initiated the team fight, they baited with the Disruptor, and then immediately got a kinetic field. They got the static storm, and then just like that, the Centaur came up, and then in the backlines, just
Back Zealot chasing after Machine. Pounce. Pounce before leap. I think he should have leaped first instead of just attacking. But speaking of attacks,
Guys,
actually,
is
look
this
at
an
Night
interesting-
Wraith. Yeah.
Is this an interesting time to say that this game is longer than 20 minutes? You've got your wish.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
It broke the curse,
Thank you very
man.
much. Thank you, SRS. Thank you, Ventus, giving us at least an interesting game. And a game where both teams have more than 10 kills, because
Yes.
that's not life. Speaking of kills, though, if you look at Nitro, he's sitting right now on 3k gold, so Insanity might have a point where he might actually be going MKP first item.
Ooh, that's
Now we have a full
interesting.
5-man rotation in the enemy jungle. Do they have a smoke? They pop
And it looks like
one.
it looks like Ventus is also going for a smoke.
So
we're about to see
5-man,
5-on-5.
so two fights gonna break out. They find all each other. They need to bring down Guy before anything else. BKB Panto. A lot of damage coming from Crazy. Catch you on 3. Static still catch you on 4 heroes as well. Too much damage. 2 heroes dead already. Guy down as well. So far to 1-for-1 trade. And now they just pop the Moonlight Shadow to get themselves away. Any buybacks from either team? No. They throw out from us. They actually catch on Zeke. They have vision of him. He's gonna die. So it's a 2-for-1 trade now. Ventus losing to very the initiation from Ventus was almost perfect, but they couldn't contend with the mechanism heal coming from Pixel Pusher and the fact that the
Radiant's
Raid King had 2
middle tower
lives
is under
essentially.
attack.
I
Very
think
good
both teams
fight.
just shat themselves. That's all that happened right now.
We're like, wait, what? We're like, yeah, SRS did kind of get the jump on Ventus. Disruptor reacted almost flawlessly. I mean, he did what
Yeah,
anyone
he
expected to.
got a 3-man kinetic field static storm. So
3-man static field, static storm. So Zeke, he did what he could. But the rest of the team wasn't exactly as quick on the finger. Oh, Kronos as well. He popped his BKB.
yeah.
He got a 3-man raise, Requiem of Souls, but it wasn't enough. Now Pixel Pusher has heart. How do you kill this guy?
And the thing
You
is,
don't.
you can't ignore him. The problem is you can't really ignore him because he's dealing damage. He's slowing you up. It's one of those things you can't. He's one of those heroes. It's damned if you don't, damned if you do.
Yeah. Another thing, okay. Okay, arrow. Is it gonna hit on anyone? No. Pixel Pusher kind of dodges it. Very interesting. This game's gone 25 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And neither side have even thought about Roshan yet. Like, I haven't seen anybody even close to the Roshan.
See,
yet.
the problem is, both teams recognize the fact that their opponents can actually contest if they initiate properly. So it's a bit
Yeah.
risky going for the Roche when you're not exactly, when you don't have an exactly commanding lead.
As I say
think
that, go check.
Well, here comes the rush.
I think Ventus was going on their way to Roche. I mean, if you look at the way that they're actually walking, they're going there. So I
That-
don't know,
that
but I
actually
think
could
they
have
might
been-
have been on their way to Roche.
That's true, yeah. You've got a point there. They could have actually been going for it. But now, they don't actually have any wards around the Roche pit, so this is a
They
free
not-
Roche. Nope,
The
Kronos
thing
is
is,
farming.
it's
Yeah,
not,
they don't know.
it's
They have
not
no
that
idea.
fast. Oh wow, yeah. Kronos is still
It's-
farming. Yep, it's a free roll.
Yep. Roshan.
How do
moving
they
away.
not recognize this? There's literally no one in the map.
Well, you have this guy. The night rate is bad, but he's not close
Roshan
enough.
has
So
fallen to the
now
dark.
Zealot has an agent of a model, and now SRS, they're gonna be feeling very confident about just pushing the advantage, just going mid.
They
Probably gonna
should
see him try to take that tier 2 tower, which is on very low health.
have really tried to contest that because it was kind of obvious that Roche was happening. There was no one. I mean, the lanes were being pushed out by creeps, and no one was showing themselves on the map.
Yeah, that should have been obvious, Roche, but now they actually smoke up. They're looking for some kills here.
D, here's a quick question to you. What do you think of the warding done by SRS? I think that is a big one on their side. I mean, if you look, they are de-warding aggressively.
That is a
Yeah, they
lot of
have
commitment on the wards, man. And the thing is, their ward placement is also quite ingenious because it's not in the usual places that you'll find it. So they have quite a decent coverage in terms of what they can see.
Yeah, they can see a lot on them. I mean, they put out another ward. So
See what
they've invested a lot into making sure that this warding is efficient, yeah.
another thing is they're trying to avoid the Moonlight Shadow initiations because a Moonlight Shadow with the Centaur Stampede is kind of devastating in a team fight if they get the jump on you. So they're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
like that's not happening. And now tier 2 tower mid should fall.
They shouldn't
One more
defend
out
this.
of it. Shadow Fiend trying to trade top, but it's not going to be fast enough.
Dire's top tower is under
They pay
attack.
with his life.
BKB TP out. Damn, bro, how scared are you? Stampede going forward. Are they going to catch anyone? Notion actually gets stopped as you try to TP. There's definitely going to be enough damage. Kinetic Field, double edge. Yeah, he's dead. Adrian gets the kill. Everyone else gets out safely, but normally I'd say that's not really a costly death, but looks like Insanity was right. Nitrate, first item, MKB. He has the money. He can afford it right now if he wants it. When there's a DD rule. If he gets the MKB and a DD rule,
That's
yeah,
This
that's
smoke gank. If any of these guys gets caught out right now, it's
yeah, they're just dead.
they did. They did.
Even Pixel Pusher shouldn't be able to
No,
survive this.
even Pixel
Yep, Zealot. Oh, but he's got Aegis though. So, oh, and they actually missed the Stomp. He should just Shadow Blade. Oh, just gonna even ultimate. He should dodge the arrow. Yep. So that's kind of a problem. Now we're gonna probably have mass rotation coming out from SRS coming
should
to
try
top
to
and
take
try
the
to defend
tower,
this.
They should try to take the tower.
Yeah,
'Cause the thing
I think
is,
SRS is gonna stack this target.
Under
Lift popped.
attack.
Zealot comes in under cover
Dire's
of his
structures
Shadow
are
Blade.
fortified.
coming a bit closer.
That's risky.
Moonlight Shadow popped, so they're just gonna back off and they're not gonna get anything out of the tower. That smoke, that's a lot of time that they had to spend to come here.
Wasted so much
Dyer's
time.
middle tower is under attack.
Hey, but they're gonna get the tier 2 mid though, so I guess hashtag space created for the creeps.
It could get denied if that siege creep isn't fast enough.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Denied! Yo, that's tragic.
Denied.
That's
that is-
tragic. That's tragic.
tragic. Wow.
Guys, deny, please them, please. Now Nitrate, his MKB flying out on the courier. That's his first item, yeah. First item MKB.
I called it.
Puppy pose. Well played, Insanity. You did call it. Now,
Big boy.
now if you look
Guys,
at how
they
the game
still haven't
is,
denied this tower.
I don't know what. Maybe they just want to kill the creeps. I don't know. Or maybe
Or
it's
they're
bait. Next level
baiting.
plays, man.
Or they
Yeah,
baited.
next level plays.
I've seen baits in the DTL, man. Guys love their baits.
While the game is poor, let's actually take a look to look at the graph. 5k experience in favor of Ventus and 7.5k gold. But although the graphs tell us that, right, territory and distribution of levels and kills is kind of even.
Yeah.
So, and as all the fights have shown us, it's not like either side can convincingly take every fight in a row. So this game is still, there's a lot to do. It looks like, hey, Scarlet Mage building a rod of Aoi, yay.
Oh goodness. Okay, so here's the thing. It's essentially the distribution of farm is kind of even, and in that sense, Ventus is coming out on tops simply because the
Yeah.
way the game is going right now, it's not going fast enough for SRS. In essence,
Yeah.
it's going into the late game, and into the late game we've got Centaur, we've got Weaver, we've got Morano, who's gonna soon actually, if it goes into the proper late game, she's also going to be doubling up as a semi carry, and then you've obviously
Yeah.
got the Weaver. So it's kind of scary for SRS if they don't end this game soon.
And they're thinking about it. 3-man smoke rotation, they're looking for a kill now.
I think don't take anything away from SRS's late game. It's not saying that they don't have a late
No,
game.
it's not
I
that
mean,
they don't have it.
Viper is strong in late game. Wraith King can also convert to a hard carry. So can the Brewmaster. You know, they've also got a strong late game. I do agree with you in saying that Ventus is the better of the two, but don't underestimate SRS's late game either.
Dyer's middle tower
No,
is
no
under
doubt.
attack.
They have
Dyer's
a
middle
lineup.
tower
And they
has
didn't deny the
fallen.
tower. Tower was killed by creeps. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Well,
Nice shot.
their bait didn't
I
work
don't know.
out. Their bait didn't work
And
out.
then they're smurfing, giving me extra gold, making game more difficult.
Yeah. Okay, see
Another thing that we have to consider.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, but like wait, what? Okay, the Brewmaster, he picked up a Hyperstone. I thought he was going eggs. Okay, never mind. My point's done. Continue.
What was your point? Was it gonna be? Was it gonna hinge on the eggs split?
Yeah, I was gonna say once they have the eggs on the Panda Brewmaster, right? Then then they can double clap. So then he can clap, split, clap again,
Yeah.
and then still drunken haze two targets, right?
Yeah.
So if he can change that properly, right, that's a lot of effectiveness of Ventus's lineup. Dropped off
Radiant's
almost
bottom
immediately.
tower is under attack.
But he didn't get it, so meh. What else? Now they're gonna try
I
trade
think
towers.
he might be going AC in this instance, which is also not a bad item at all.
It's
For
not a
the
bad
team
item.
that
Don't,
they
don't,
have.
Dyer's
don't get me
top
wrong.
tower
AC is a
is
great
under
item, right?
attack.
But
Radiant's
on
bottom
Panda,
tower is
99.99% of the time,
has fallen.
Aghanim Scepter is better. It's a better item on the Panda and Brewmaster. I mean, you can get
Yeah,
AC
I-
afterwards, but always try to get the eggs as fast as possible.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower
I think with the AC though, if you look at the team that they have, there's a lot of right click damage on the side of Ventus.pro. That AC is just going to help negate a lot of that, a lot of the Weaver damage, a lot of the Mirana and SF damage, you know.
is under attack.
Kinetic field being popped off, and now Static's going to be popped. Well, okay, he gets jumped on right now. Nice to play goes down, not going to be getting after him. 2 kills, double kill for Kuna so far. Doing a lot of right click damage. But the Viper Strike going on to Grime right now, but Pixel push, taking way too much time. He gets lifted all the way back, doesn't have a BKB to destroy him. Thunderstrike going out on him. He's gonna get stunned, double edge. Another kill going for it. Notion, taking way too much time, hit by an arrow. And then now he's gonna taking a double stars from him. A buyback coming out. It's not gonna be enough. And now they're chasing forward. They want more. They want Slims. Slims is running. And now here, Medford actually had to buy back because they took range racks in the middle lane.
May I just make a point to say, for me, MVP of this game is Zeke on that Disruptor.
Zeke Disruptor, man.
Those
positioning.
Static Storm
His
and
positioning on his
are
spells.
perfect.
We're gonna have a Blink, Storm, Double Edge. Slims is probably gonna die. He has an ultimate though, so it's kind of pointless for Grams to keep chasing. Arrow, is it gonna catch anyone? No, it's just gonna evaporate. And looks like Rusha.
Zeke definitely my MVP.
And now Nitrate, he actually goes back, he picks up the Desolator. And Zeke, man, he's even shy. He just has a mech. He's chilled. He's quiet.
Oh, and he's going for Ags. The moment that Ags comes up, it's actually detrimental because once again, as Insanity pointed out, the late game is also there for SRS. But the problem is now they can't get off their spells. If they can't get off their spells, they can't even use their items the moment that Static Storm comes out with the Ags upgrade. So
there's no BKB, there's no mech.
No
nothing.
BKB, no mech, no nothing. The fight is almost done within 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, now looks like they want to try to put some damage onto his tier 3 top. And then now Slim, he jumps forward, puts out a stun onto Kronos. Jumps forward. BKB from Kronos. He's going to be doing it. Directing us to do too much damage, 2 rolls per kill. And then now Flaming Sheep almost gets killed by the Phantom moves up. No, Grime actually gets killed right now. He brought down Kronos, is dead right now. And he just barely runs for that. Flaming Sheep, arrow lands, Pixel Pusher still running forward somehow. We have a stun going out. Flames up, and the Knight is actually on the backline. He gets a double kill. It's gonna be a full 5-man team wipe. Pixel Pusher is gonna be almost the ultimate kill for Nitrate. This is
GG right there.
Nitrate, 2 farms, man.
Too much damage, too much. See, another big thing for Ventus and their fights, their spells don't really rely on too many cooldowns. That's another big thing. Their most important spells don't count on that, and they've got so much damage going on.
Yeah, and now they have 2 lanes of racks. Yeah, they call GG.
Wow.
GG.
So
that was very well played by Kronos there to manage to get off his BKB and just get that tons of damage.
Yeah, and he do it. And once again, Zeke, that's Static Storm.
That's Static Storm.
My MVP Zeke,
Storm.
my boy. Don't know who you are, but
Yeah,
good
man.
job.
The game boiled down to the draft. For me, the game boiled down to the draft. The draft put SRS in a place where they had to get a lot done constantly, and going in, and Ventus kind of realized that that SRS would be trying to put a lot of pressure on them, and they answered with an equal amount of pressure, and to the point where they were breaking even. You don't break even with a late game with a draft that has a better late game than you do. You either beat it or you lose, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, the team fights, Disruptor, Centaur, and the Shadow Fiend combo was too much.
And I really think that they actually should have rather run an aggro try to counter up against the Weaver. Because if they had the Skywrath Mage there with the Wraith King and the Snog, then they could have really shut down Nitrate's effectiveness. But look at Nitrate, 10 kills, 3 and 6 assists. I mean, he did a lot in this game, put out a lot of damage, and he just got too big without them controlling him. And by the time that the Skywrath Mage rotated to try to stop him, it was kind of too late by that point.
But yeah,
to be honest, I would have actually swapped Skywrath straight to just follow that Weaver that whole game. I mean, he wasn't doing much in the top lane. Yes, he had some good rotations mid, but I mean, you saw as soon as he did go bot, he demolished that Weaver, you know? He did it twice in a row. So I would have actually, from the beginning of the game, said, Skywrath, your job is just to follow that Weaver and stop him from getting any farm.
Yeah.
But that's not to take away from Ventus.pro. They played that game very well, and they deservedly came away the winners. In any event, guys, it was a best of 1, so I think that's all we're casting for tonight. Thanks a lot for joining us. I'm Snare from EA Gaming, joined by Saint D, Insanity, and Muma. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Shot.